All right, welcome to Friday at Fredo's. Tonight we're making chocolate cheesecake, and we've got a Oreo cookie crust. So we've got 4 softened cream cheese, cup of sugar, 4 eggs. We're gonna have 2 teaspoons of vanilla. We've got 4 tablespoons of butter for 2 cups of the Oreo cookie crust. That's the first thing. I've got a double boiler going on over here to melt the chocolate. I've used Baker's Semi-Sweet, 4 ounces chopped up. And for the crust, they have these perfect Oreo thins, so there's not much of the filling. So I had a whole package of those to get my 2 cups, and then the 4 tablespoons of butter is going to go in that for the crust. I'm doing minis. So I've got 6 of the 5-inch by 2-inch mini spring form pans. I've also put tin foil in because I'm going to do a water bath. If you do bigger cheesecakes, you don't need a water bath. But with the little ones, you do. So I put tin foil in because the water's going to go up about almost a half, maybe a quarter. And we don't want that getting into the crust. If it were. These are really tight, but and then I just have them in a pan that'll fit all 6 of them. You could do 2 of the 6-inch or you could just do 1 9-inch. That's what this recipe's for. Double boiler's going. So I need the 4 ounces of the semi-sweet chocolate melted down and then let it cool. So I'm going to put that on there. Going to get the chocolate in there. I have it just lightly simmering because now I can get the crust going. So, 2 cups. And there's, let me get a little bit more. All right, 2 cups. 4 tablespoons of butter. Scoop that out. All right, and we're just going to mix this around till it's all incorporated. And then we'll pack these down into the 6 5-inch springform pans with the tin foil. I also sprayed a little bit of cooking spray on there. Just even though tin foil is already nonstick, just want to make sure. We don't want anything falling apart. Just going to get that off of there. That has a lot of the butter in it. With my holiday spatula. All right, you can see. Oh, that's nice. It's all how it's going to look when we put it in the bottom of the pans. All right. So, let me grab another spatula. This is already starting to melt, and I've got that way up too high. Just want this melted, because we're going to let it cool. I'm going to keep scraping down the sides. This is what's going to go in the batter. I can turn that down a little bit more. There, you can see that. Getting all nice and smooth. This will go right in the batter. Now, the batter is super simple. Using the KitchenAid, I'm going to put the sugar and the cream cheese in. So a cup of sugar, 4 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese. And then I'm going to just mix it until it's incorporated. You don't want to overmix. You don't want any air in this. Otherwise, it's not going to bake properly. Oven's going to be preheating to 325. These are going to actually, see, that's perfect. You can see that. I'm going to take it off and set it down so it cools. Turn this off. I'm going to save that water because I can use it for the water bath, even though I'm going to need some more. All right. You can see that. And then I'm just going to portion this out. All right. We're going to do the crust. I put some gloves on. All right. So, just going to get enough for each one. I'm only doing it on the bottom. Oops, that's going to make a lot of noise. So I'll do it over here. You could go up the sides more if you want, but I just want a bottom crust. And that is perfect. I can see how it's all tightening with the butter. Perfect. Do a second one. And I have more cookie crumbs and more butter if I need to make a little bit more. I just used one package of the Oreo Thins. There's two. You could use any kind of cookie crumb crust that you want, but I wanted the Oreo. All right, so we got 4. Now for the batter. There's, all right, there we got 4. We're gonna do 4. All right, simple batter. I have 4 cream cheese blocks softened. They've been just sitting out for about a half hour. And the sugar. 1 cup. And now we're going to do it on very slow because you don't want a sugar plume. And this will go 4 to 6 minutes. You don't want it on fast. You're going to have to scrape down the cream cheese a couple times. All right, I'm going to scrape down the cream cheese. You can see it's really softened, so that's awesome. I'm going to scrape the sides. And I might do it really quick for a second. There we go. Now I'm going to do 1 egg at a time. There's 1. And I've just got it on the lowest speed. Slowly incorporate that, and I'm going to have to scrape the sides down. You can see the chocolate is melting, or is melted, but it's cooling down. You don't want to put hot in there because we'll cook the egg, potentially. Yeah, this is still pretty warm. Feel it in the bowl. All right, so you can see it's already pulling itself away, but I'm going to scrape the sides of the bowl again, and the beater. All right, I'm going to put in another couple eggs. Should do it at 1 at a time, but they flew in so quick. And then I've got it on low. And I will scrape it down one more time. We'll be right back. But I will scrape it one more time. So we'll be right back. This is about 6 to 8 minutes. All right, I'm slowly adding the chocolate. Again, we don't want to cook any of the eggs. We don't want to have scrambled egg cheesecake. It's going in nicely. And I'll put the vanilla in. 2 teaspoons. Gives it its little sweetness. Look at that. Two teaspoons. Preheat the oven. All right, I'm going to scrape this one more time. Really get everything. All right, it is mixed. I didn't overmix it. You don't want any air in it. All right, you can see got an excellent chocolate cheesecake batter. Now, over here, got my water bath. Already got some in there. Make sure you don't get any into the crust. And I'm doing it just a quarter of the way up. I don't want to do a half. This is going to take about 75 minutes probably, because with the water bath, it does take a little bit longer, but we want to make sure that it's perfect. All right, I'm going to cheat a little and dirty another dish. We're just going to pour it in there. I'm going to let it set a little bit, and then I'll smooth it out. All right, we'll get some more batter. Do the third one and the fourth one. Now remember, we have enough for 6, but I'm going to have some extra because I didn't do those 2. Once it's smoothed out, I want it to be just about half. It could be a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna get a different spoon. All right, and we're just gonna smooth it out, just kind of pushing it to the edge, even though it'll do that in the oven. All right, they're looking even. All right, so this is gonna go in. All right, so here we're ready. We're gonna put them in the oven for 60 minutes, and then I'll check it every 15 minutes, and then we'll be back. All right, we're back. So I've taken the cheesecakes out of the oven, they were in for about 75 minutes. They could have been probably 65 because they're smaller. They are set. I've taken the sides off a couple of them. Now with the tin foil, they're not perfect, but we're going to cover them with ganache. But you can see, look at that cookie crust, Oreo. All right. Now I did want to show you something. This is why I actually put the tin foil down. You can see the water, so it did get in there, and this way it didn't get to the crust or the batter. I've got heavy cream, uh, whipping cream, getting hot. I don't want it to boil. I don't want to burn it. And then I have 4 ounces of the Baker's semi-sweet. I'm going to put it into a dish. We'll do that now. And I've chopped it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour the heavy cream over it. Once it's all melted and combined, I'm going to immediately, these have cooled, pour it over a couple of them. Then I'm going to put them in the fridge just so they harden, and then they're ready to eat. And I've got 6 of them. So, all right. And now I'm going to pour it over the top, the hot, heavy whipping cream. And that's a half a cup. And then the 4 ounces of chocolate. And you can see it's already melting. This is about a 60% cocoa, the semi-sweet. So I'm just going to keep stirring it around. All right. So it's nice and smooth, good sheen. There's no clumps. And then after I pour it over a couple of these, I'm going to put it right into the fridge. I'm going to drizzle it on the top first. Get it over the edge. A little bit more for this one. And you could make a thicker ganache, and decorate it. And I'm going to reuse whatever I don't. So I want to get all the sides. All right. Now in the fridge it goes. See, those are covered. All right. They've been in the fridge for, 10, 15 minutes. Now, for the taste. Oops. Could have went a little bit longer, but I can't wait to try it. So, chocolate ganache covered cheesecake, Oreo cookie crust. You get a fork. I want a big piece. All right, here we go. Oh, it looks like ice cream. Mmm, my head's tingling. Yeah, it's delicious. A little bit of cream cheese in there. It's almost like a swirl. Anyways, there you have it. Chocolate cheesecake with chocolate ganache. And those Oreo thins are perfect. All right. Thanks for watching Friday at Fredo's. Peace out.